new pussycat. My name is Emma Cownley. I'm a freelance copywriter and blogger, and today I'm here to talk to you about upselling as a freelancer. We're going to be covering the benefit of upselling for the client, because the benefit to you is pretty fucking obvious, and also how you can learn to identify opportunities to upsell in a helpful way, and also how to do it properly. But before I give away the goodies to you, I'd ask you to do a little something for me. If you could just click that like button, a little thumbs up, that would be great. And also maybe subscribe to this channel, because half of you are not yet subscribed. And every person that subscribes automatically becomes my best friend. And who doesn't want me as a friend? Okay, housekeeping out of the way, let's just get on into it. So what is the benefit of upselling to the client? Because obviously as a freelancer, the benefit to you is that you get more fucking money. Clients typically reach out to work with freelancers because they have a task that they just can't manage on their own in-house, or they don't have the specialist skills and expertise within their team to handle that particular thing. You know, they've got too much work on, don't have the skills for it, need to get someone else in, right? So as a freelancer, it's your job to bring value, to bring expertise, and to make life fucking easy for that client. You're there to make sure that they can just fire over a brief. They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to think about it. They know you're going to do a fucking amazing job. You're going to get that shit back to them in time for the deadline. Everything they want is there. Perfect. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take that and use it. Amazing. Right? So when you're upselling to them, what you're effectively doing is looking at all of the ways you could make their life easy, ways that perhaps they might not have identified just yet, or extra services that they might not know that a writer can offer or that you offer. Oh my God, my cats. Can we not have one video where this doesn't happen? Can we not have one video? Also, think about it like this. They've got a much bigger task than they potentially realise. They're going to have one freelancer to do this, one freelancer to do this, one freelancer to do this. And if they can get it all done with one person that already knows the team and knows how to, how they like to work and what their business is all about, that's great for them. It's less work for them. They don't have to kind of look around for loads of extra people. You're doing it all and you're just one individual. Again, you're reducing the workload for them. They don't have to hire a shit ton of people. They just need you. So, long story short, upselling is not a skeezy, gross, creepy kind of con man thing to do. So let's not feel gross about it first. Let's just shake off that grossness, because this is providing value. All right, so now we're going to look at ways to identify opportunities. So let me paint a mental picture for you, if you will. A client comes to you, they're brand new, small little team, perhaps they're a startup, I don't know, and they say, we just need a couple of blog posts to put on the blog so it doesn't look empty. We just want to kind of introduce ourselves to new customers and just get the ball rolling on the content. We just need something to put on here, a couple of little bits, and that's all. Thank you very much. You're looking at this brief and you're thinking, right off the bat, I can identify several things about you as a client. You're a small team. You don't have anyone in charge of the blog or anyone in charge of content at all at this stage. You don't have the resource for it. You're just small, right? Number two, the blog is brand new. So it looks like there's not a strategy for it in place at the moment. You don't have a long-term plan. You're not writing blog posts to support product launches or keyword strategies or initiatives. You just have asked for something just to stick on there. The client also hasn't really mentioned anything about social media posts that are going to promote the new blog content, or anything maybe about emails in which they're going to put all of this into a nice sexy little newsletter to continue to engage customers. They haven't mentioned anything about any content that supports the blog and draws traffic to it. And because you know that the team is small and they just need to outsource these blog posts quickly, you're probably safe to assume that they don't have anyone to upload the content, do all of the metadata, schedule that blog post, and maybe even find images for it. They are thin on the ground. So here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to get on this discovery call. We're going to go through the brief. We're going to discuss these things. And then you're going to ask these fucking questions. Do you have a strategy? Do you have a keyword strategy? How are you planning to schedule these? How are they going to go out? Do you have any social media posts that you're going to be using? Who's going to be writing those? Is there any plan in place for that? And then you're going to ask them, right, what are you hoping to get from this blog? Because you've told me you just want content on there so it doesn't look empty, right? What do you want it to do? Is it a sales funnel? Is it an engagement tool? Is it all of the above? What's the plan, mate? Because you and I both know, right, that there's no point in just writing blog posts to write blog posts. Some companies think that they just need to have a blog because you just need to have a blog. You just have one. Everybody needs one, you just have one. But no, no, no. Because of all the things I mentioned before about how powerful of a tool it is, we know that a blog can be so much more to a company. If you're gonna spend money on writing posts, let those posts really fucking do something for you. So, let's be a pal. Because we're as helpful as we can be, because we're the perfect freelancer, right? We're gonna say, okay, would you be happy for me to write up a content strategy for you and potentially look at your brand book and identify keywords that we can use to attract the customers that we're wanting to visit this site? I can make this strategy. I can make a content strategy for you. We can come up with a couple of posts that support this in the most strategic times of day to do it. And then when I write the posts, I can give you all the metadata. I can source images for you, a couple to choose from perhaps, and then maybe write up a few different social posts depending on which platforms you're on, just to accompany it, hand it all over to you. Then you've got everything that you need. Would you like me to upload it for you perhaps and schedule it? If you let me have the logins for the site, I can go in the back end, I can structure that all up. Obviously, we've got plenty of experience with content management systems, so that's not going to be a problem. Let me deal with it for you. I'll take the whole fucking thing off your hands. I'll make a nice monthly package cost for you with everything that's included, and then that's the set fee. You pay that every month and I take care of it. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You've got yourself a tidy little retainer month on month. And even better, you've got full control of someone's blog, and there is nothing sexier than someone just handing their blog right over to you. Okay, so that's how we're identifying the opportunity. We're looking at the brief, we're looking at what they've given us, and then we're asking questions. How is this going to work? What else does this entail? What else do you need? And kind of building a mental picture and then suggesting it to them. But here's the kicker. Do not be giving away all your best strategies and ideas just for free. Oh, there's a car now. Perfect. Yeah, just go where you want. Just drive around. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a van. The worst thing you can do is give away all this extra stuff for free in a desperate attempt to hook that client in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, these are the vague points I would hit. This is the vague direction I would go in. This is what I would do. Are you happy for me to? And then you do the bundle, then you do the invoice, and then you get to work. I recently made the fantastically bad decision to excitedly talk about somebody's idea to do a Twitch channel. I gave them an entire strategy because I was so excited, gave them all the different ideas that they could use. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Mate, I think we're good. I gave it all away for free. And that's a horrible mistake because then the client may choose to ghost you, use your plans, and that's it. It's happened to a few people I know, and it does happen. So be careful not to give everything away. Just give a very, very brief overview with bullet points about the extra things and the direction you would take and the plan that you would have. And then once you've got the money and the signatures, then you roll that shit out, right? And as I mentioned, package it up, package cost, skim a little bit off the top to make it a bit sweeter. That's the set fee. Be careful in your agreement to exactly outline everything that is included. Make sure that there is no room for scope creep and make it very, very clear that if they want extra things, you 100% can do that, but it will be for an extra fee, or you can renegotiate what the package is. Do not let them creep around on that scope because they will. It happens. You know, it happens. So when we're approaching these conversations with the client, it's very easy to feel a bit gross, feel like, oh, I'm a bit dodgy, I'm trying my luck to get them to pay more, like they're going to see right through it, I'm going to look like a complete dick. But no, here's the thing. You say, have you thought about this? I can help with this. Do you need support with this? Because I can build that into the cost. I have plenty of experience and it looks like you could use an extra hand. You know, you are being helpful. So this isn't like a lying pitch or anything. It's true. What are their other options? They can hire a full-time employee, which they clearly do not have the money to do. And also, as their requirement moves up and down, they might not have enough work for someone to do every single day as a rolling requirement. So there's not really enough work to hire someone in, and then what happens when the work drops off? You've got to fire that person, and that's a really difficult place to be in. It's not nice, and it's incredibly disappointing for some hopeful candidate. Their other option is to go for a fucking ridiculously expensive agency. Now, no shade to agencies, because I work with agencies and I've worked with a number of agencies for a number of years, but it's no secret that agency fees are fucking expensive. And if you're a startup or a small company, for example, I know I keep coming back to that, but they tend to be the people for me that have the most requirement. They don't have the budget for that. They can't afford it. They cannot afford those big ticket agency fees. So whatever it is that they're paying you, it's going to be significantly less than what those agencies are charging, and it's going to be significantly less troublesome than hiring a full-time member of staff before they're ready for it. So if that helps you kind of feel comfortable with pitching extra services, I gave that to you. So that brings us to the end of the video. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, you can leave me a comment below or find me on Twitter at ejcownley, and I'll happily chat with you there. I'll see you back here, same time, same place in 2 weeks for more Kiss My A's. Take care, peace out.